All right, we are going to take a look at making a frequency array creator for a Yahtzee game. So first, let's put our comment down so we can explain exactly what a frequency array is. We're going to assume that we're working with standard six-sided dice. So we are going to take in a parameter, param dice, which is an array of int values between 1 and 6. And then what we want to return is an array that is 6 blocks long. So an array of size 6 that shows the frequency of each value from dice. And we'll make a little example at the top just to make sure we know what that means. So suppose we have dice come in, and there's 5 of them, and we get 5, 2, 1, 5, 6, we'll say. That's the input, that's the parameter. The output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. An array that's of size 6, where the first block counts how many ones there are. So in this case, there is 1, 1. There's 1, 2, there's 0, 3s, 0, 4s, 2, 5s, and 1, 6. So just 2 ways of showing the same input. Now we are going to make our method public, static. Return type is int array. Let's call it frec for frequency, and the input is int array dice. All right. And now what we're going to do is we want to count or go through each of those dice and just increase the value of our frequency array. Now we don't have a frequency array yet. We got to create that, but we're also going to want to return it. So let's go down to the bottom of our method and return frec. And at the top we'll create it. So int array frec equals new int array and 6, because it's going to need to have 1 spot in it for each possible value. If you had 10-sided dice, you'd make it 10. If you're doing a frequency array of the letters of the alphabet, you would put in a 26. So you're 1 spot for each of the possible values. So now what we want to do is look at each individual dice. So we just do a simple for loop. Int I equals 0. I is less than dice.length. All right, and then I plus plus. So the nice thing here is, although in Yahtzee we always use 5 dice, this frequency array will work with any length of dice. If you're playing a game that involves 10 dice or 20 dice, it still works. All right. Now, we want to take the value from the dice and increase. By the way, when this gets created, these are all zeros. So when you create an array of ints, they all default to 0. And what we want to do is increase the element of the frequency array that corresponds to the actual value here. Now, you'll notice 1s are in the 0 index. 2s are in the 1 index. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5s are in the 4 index. 6s are in the 5 index. So the index of the value is always 1 less than the actual value, which is actually pretty useful, because then what we can do is say int val equals dice I. That gets the value. But then we can go to our frequency array and say, well, the index that I want to increase is just val minus 1 plus plus. So if I take in a 5, 5 minus 1 is 4, go to the 4th element of my frequency array and increase it by 1. When you're done, you got a frequency array of your dice. Cool. Well, hope you find this helpful. Bye now.
Your dice